6 foot, 6 figures, 6 pack, 666, and y'all wonder why these men are taking you through hell. Why are you hating on Andrew?
Andrew's cool. He's cool. I don't know. I'm not that nigga.
Y'all mad at Top G?
Does he call himself?
That, yeah.
You ready for this one?
Yeah, let's go ahead to the video.
And let me know if you hear it in the comments, guys.
Okay, how much does a man need to make to support you, a middle class lifestyle, and 2 to 3 kids? And like it or not, that's a very actuarial thing. It's boom, boom, boom. You say, well, then how many men is that? How many men fall into this 6 figures that's been with us since 1985? Less than 200,000 black men fall into this category for 7.5 million black women.
But what you say, less than 200,000?
Yes, if you adjust for income.
It's less than not including drug dealers and scammers.
No,
I'm sure now.
You're talking about approximate. Okay, 20 million black men, 20 million black women.
Mm-hmm.
You want a man making 6 figures or more. All right, that's 8% of black men. That automatically drops his 20 million to 1.6. If you adjust 1.6 for marrying age, 18 and above, let's just give you half. That means this 1.6 is 800,000. Then you still have to adjust for. People marital status
and sexual orientation.
Yeah, I mean. So even if you just the most liberal associations, half of a half, you're gonna have 200,000 plus or minus. But the point is, you go to black women and say, what do you want? Or women, period, because most women want this, but sisters more than anything else have a different mating calculus than most women. Assortative mating. Black women, according to the data, statistics, Match.com. Right. See, online dating is giving us a lot of information. Black women rate looks higher than any other group.
Black women rate looks higher.
Looks and height.
Looks and height.
Looks and height, man. So and your money. Show last night had a woman. You'd be amazed at how many women would not be willing to accept men who are blue collar, even if they made more money.
What?
Brother, this goes deep. So,
is it about the money? Or is it about the look?
It's about how her friends will perceive her man.
It's about how her friends will perceive her man.
It all comes back home.
Ladies,
man.
say this shit ain't so.
Say it ain't so.
Somebody come in here and say this shit ain't so. So ladies, please.
All right, ladies, is that so? Please say it ain't so. That's crazy.
Look, Mo says, yes, Kendra G show is an example. Look, I don't even watch Kendra G's content like that unless I'm getting ready to react. I think I reacted to one video. I usually catch this stuff on Theo, but I'm gonna have to start reacting to some of those videos because those are the things I talk about on my channel. Again, I talk about women, I'm talking to men, but these are the regular, average, day-to-day women that we see. And these women do have good jobs. Some of them are ratchet as hell, got multiple kids from multiple men. Loud, obnoxious, all that stuff, all the negative traits we can assign through, caricature of a black woman that I don't like either, but I can't argue with it because we see it all the time and we see it in real time. Whereas Kevin had professional women. This is where he blew up with the Average at Best video. I believe that sister was making like upwards of $200,000 a year. But she was a 5. Yeah. It's okay. I've dated 5. I've dated 6. I done had a couple of 8s. Is what it is. What is your character like? So when it comes down to what Kevin just said, brothers, again, pivoting to the men, the women gonna do what they gonna do. Yeah. What are you doing as a man? There's one comment that Royalty dropped in. Let me go back to. She said, "Who cares about high value? I'll grow with you, but you have to be of value." Yeah, like I said before, be a man. Show me you can lead.
Yeah.
And that's big, fellas, but also for the ladies, because there's a give and a take. You got to give him that space. And when I use the word give and let, I mean without distraction, without disruption. If you know he's on a solid path, because a lot of times there are brothers that can lead, and this isn't for Royalty. Don't know your situation, battle buddy, but it's a lot of times that brothers can lead and the sisters just won't follow because she doesn't like that particular direction. Again, as men, we're hardwired to fix things. So when it looks a little bit too tough for the women, the men are full charge, and hell, he gonna take all them damn bullets. You and the children are protected. Y'all are good.
Yeah.
And we as men know that, hey, if I'm the protector, the provider and all that, or that's the level I'm trying to get to, I'm not gonna allow anything to happen to my woman, because psychologically, as a man, not an adult male, as a man, I'm gonna question myself about my manhood. What kind of man am I? XYZ. When I would meet women's parents or something like that, when I was, younger and really dating and trying to figure this thing out, but I would meet the mom, the dad, or whatever, and they, hey, take care of my baby. And I would look them in the face with all seriousness and simply tell them, if anything happened to her, it happened to me first. That simple.
Yeah.
If shit went totally left like that, that means I didn't make it.
Yeah.
I'm not going to allow something to happen to you in my presence, whether it's a woman I know or don't know. Now, I've kind of massaged that for the women I don't know, because I do have women in my family, particularly my daughters, that I have to stay here for. It's really that simple when it boils down to it. But there are women that Kevin was just speaking about that won't date an average blue-collar guy. That's why it's hard to let Ebony K's comments die, Mo, because it's not about her. Like I said on my live last night, It's not about what she said. It's not about her. These are the average day-to-day chicks. We know she's an attorney. She's
was an attorney.
Yeah, well, she still has her license.
I thought she paid for like some type of renewal type of thing.
She didn't?
No.
She may have let it lapse. I don't know why. But in my field of profession as a paralegal, once you're an attorney, you're an attorney. Unless you done got some type of ABA, the American Bar Association, some type of strike, and they had to take your license, that's totally different than you letting it lapse and moving on to something else.
Okay, yeah.
Which I wouldn't suggest anybody thinking about going to law, don't let your license lapse. There's always something you can maneuver as an attorney.
Yeah.
You may not have to do criminal and be doing these commercials for car accidents and stuff like that. You can go and be a corporate attorney. Just look at books. You can do the boring stuff and make a good living.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on topic. But as prior attorney, but she's on TV, she's popular, she's famous, so to speak. But again, there's a chick that's a bank teller that thinks she's Ebony K. That has that same mindset and won't deal with a brother that is a blue collar worker that'll move mountains for her, and sometimes her and her children if she has it, with that little job that we hear sisters say a lot of times. But that's my comments. I'll pivot to you.
I don't know why titles mean so much and why titles hold so much weight. It's very weird to me. Like, we haven't even had this type of discussion when we first met, but a lot of times when you meet somebody, they always say, "What you do for a living?" And I try to symbolize what I do for a living. I say I'm a hardware engineer. I just leave it at that, right? Even though I could get my title like, "Oh, I'm a senior analyst," something like my title's crazy. What's good, D-Maze? My title's crazy, but I don't have to tell my title. I don't like telling my title because I think once I tell my title to you, that's your level of how much you respect me. And it's like the same thing with dating women. I think when women have that title or have that mindset, they want something to brag about. Like, hey, my man does such and such. So if you're like, oh, my man's a garbage, like say sanitation, that's not something to brag about. Or say, oh, my man's a mechanic. She might have to jazz it up. Oh, he's not a mechanic, he's an auto technician. So you're trying to jazz up your title more just to sound better. And it's like, it's very useless to me. And it's just, I don't care for it. I really don't care for it. And what he's saying is right. It's like, for whatever reason, women have that type of mindset. And when you said, you talk about Kendra G, and I say what Mo said in the comments, like, oh, every woman on there want a guy that's 6 feet and making $150K. Here's the thing. If you're 6 feet and you're making $150K, or you're making $150K at all, you're not looking for women in Kendra G live streams. You're not even in the same space that you need to be in to get this man.
You gotta go to the Rose event.
It's not even that. You have to go to like sophisticated events where these men are at.
Yeah.
You have to go to the right spots where these men are at. You can't just be saying that's what I want on somebody's live stream, and so you can just be made a fool of yourself. Because a man that's making that much money have a lot more options, and they're not going to find a woman on Instagram Live. It's just not. It's impossible.
It's not gonna happen. I wanted to get over to some of these comments. Like you said, Mo said the 6 foot, 6 figures thing. I say it all the time. 6 foot, 6 figures, 6 pack, 666. And y'all wonder why these men are taking you through hell. Because what I have to put out.
Wait. Nah, chill. Because if I flex right, I got a 6-pack. I'm 6 foot even, and I make 6 figures. So don't put me in that category.
I'm just saying, for those women that want that guy, you have to understand there's other women that want that guy.
Oh yeah.
Everybody isn't gonna be a LeBron.
Yeah.
Everybody isn't gonna be loyal.
Yeah.
So when women are throwing themselves at certain men, they're gonna jump.
Yeah.
So again, that comes down to sometimes Mo shooting your shot, understanding this man's caliber, and it all starts from a conversation. Then you go and figure out what type of upbringing this person had. Mm-hmm. What they do for work. Like myself as a paralegal, I'm not running the streets. I can't get in trouble like that because there my job goes.